Today I'm going to talk about magnesium, one of my top three important minerals, the other two being oxygen and iodine. Magnesium is the second leading mineral that's deficient in the world. Some people estimate that somewhere between 15 and 80% of the population is deficient. That's a serious problem because magnesium is needed for optimal brain function, optimal heart function, to help protect us against also high blood pressure, and also for our muscles. And so when we look at the whole picture, it's an extremely important mineral for optimal function. At the brain level, it's an important mineral for helping us prevent Alzheimer's. And in fact, it's being now noted as something that helps prevent against or early Alzheimer's, early cognitive decline. Why does it do that? Well, it involves and activates over 300 enzymatic neurotransmitter interactions in the brain. 300. It also densifies the synaptic passages, which means better connection. It also helps drive aluminum out of the brain. Well, that's really important. So, and it has two levels of effect. One is it improves cognition and helps reverse impairment. Two separate kind of things, although they're connected. The second thing is, and I use it a lot, and in fact almost everyone has magnesium deficiency. So I'm saying more like 80% of the people or more are deficient in magnesium at a subclinical level, not grossly deficient. Now, I use it a lot for depression and anxiety. And particularly, it's helpful for anxiety because it helps relax people and calm people. People also use magnesium for going to sleep. It also helps alkalize, which again helps balance the body. So all these pieces are helping brain function. It is a key mineral for heart function and also for high blood pressure. It relaxes the arteries and improves overall cardiovascular function. People who do not have enough magnesium also get cramps. And that's actually how I began interested in magnesium, because when I became too alkaline, and I was just starting on a live food diet in 1982, I started having all these cramps and eye twitchings and things like that. And it took me a while to realize that I was actually too alkaline. Now, I just said magnesium is an alkalinizer, but on the other hand, it really helps a lot in terms of spasms and twitches. So that's a part of how I got so interested in magnesium. So those are the bigger pictures of the importance of magnesium. I'm emphasizing cognition, and I'm emphasizing clarity of mind, and I'm emphasizing its anti-anxiety and anti-depression part, because that's a kind of a newer piece to the understanding, and it's that calming effect. What are the sources of magnesium? Well, leafy greens. That's why I'm wearing a green shirt today, because it's leafy greens. They have lots and lots of magnesium. That's key. Chlorophyll, the center of chlorophyll is magnesium. So the more leafy greens we can have, the more magnesium we're going to take in. Another high concentrated source of magnesium is cacao. And so those are your two bigger players. One of the things we face today, however, is the soils are somewhat depleted in magnesium. So we want to, if we're growing our own food, we want to make sure our soils are rich in magnesium. some people, and I'm going to actually tell you everyone I usually test, which is, I would say 95% of people actually do need magnesium. They have it quantified in terms of we need a certain amount, around 420 milligrams a day minimum. I take a different approach, and I'm more interested in magnesium that goes right in through the mouth and doesn't tend to cause diarrhea or anything like that, but it's absorbed right into our cells. That's an angstrom-sized magnesium. So I find that most people need 1 to 2 tablespoons 3 times a day. It's a lot of magnesium, but we are so deficient. The other thing is, we actually use magnesium up. Every time you have a thought, you're using up magnesium because it's needed for all our thought processes. So this is a key sharing to understand the importance of magnesium in our life, and it, in a sense, magnifies our ability to lead a full life. May you be blessed with this nutritional information. Blessings.